Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just going to do a low-key get ready with me while we talk about the Johnny Depp case a little bit. I know, spilling the tea. So all of the products I'm going to be using are going to be in the description box below. First of all, I must tell you guys this. So I've been watching the case through a streamer. I got into LawTube. Never thought that would happen. I didn't even know that was a thing. But it's a lawyer who's analyzing the case. So I'm watching it, with her. And she's giving her commentary and everything like that. So, and I will put her channel down below as well. She's so funny. Emily D. Baker. So glad I found her channel. I also watch Ikmel's too. But this is just so weird. So last night I was watching a stream and lo and behold, my dad's lawyer is one of the streamers. I know. So into the case. I'm not a lawyer, by the way, so I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm just, rambling over here. But I found this case very interesting. I am a Johnny Depp fan. I want to watch more of his movies, though, because I have watched quite a bit. My first movie I think I watched of him was with the Gilbert Grape with Leonardo DiCaprio. If you haven't seen it, it's really, really good. It's based off of a book, which I have not read because I'm not a reader, sorry. I have sympathized. I have a lot of empathy for Johnny Depp. For Amber Heard, I'm kind of offended, and when I mean kind of, I'm like really offended, because I have been assaulted before, and not physically, but sexually, and hearing somebody who's, I don't know, just the way she describes things, I don't find her believable. Now, I can talk about my stuff without crying, I've said it multiple times, so it's kind of like repetitive. You kind of, for me at least, I disconnect from what actually happened. But for her, it's like the emotion is just very lame. Is that okay to say? I don't know. I'm just not buying it. Like, the way she skimped over her childhood was a little weird. Also, that was, I don't know, it definitely hit a nerve of me. It bothered me because Johnny Depp went into such detail, and her attorneys have talked about her childhood so much, how it was traumatic, and there was abuse and alcoholism and drugs and stuff. And then she's basically like, oh, it was, I didn't like going home. I tried to avoid going home, and that was it. It was didn't really talk about it. And then she, occasionally mentions her dad's addiction struggles. So I don't know, the pictures, it's it's awful thinking that someone would make this stuff up, but it happens. I was not taken seriously because a lot of women make these things up, so I was not believed, and I actually had to go to court for myself. I will be right back when this is a little blended. So yeah, every week, this case is excessive. My husband's like, why is this going on so long? This has been too long. It's a lot, but it's a lot of money. So that would probably be it. And there's a lot to show. And for him, honestly, I would want to clear my name as well. But I don't have that kind of moolah if that was me. I think her case is pretty weak. She knew that the attorney, Adam Waldman, was not going to be able to talk because he's her attorney. And hello, client, attorney, you can't talk about a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, and then it was really sad hearing his therapist talk too, because he obviously has struggled with a lot, depression and everything. Next week is the final week. They have to end by the 27th, and then it's up to the jury. They also, if you didn't know, so they're both suing each other. Johnny Depp is suing her for $50 million. She is suing him for $100 million, countersuing him. So her case, I find it very difficult for her to win him. So what I think is either going to happen. I think neither one of them is going to win, which for him, I don't feel like it's about money, obviously, or winning. It's about clearing his name, which he's already gotten a couple of roles. So, and she's lost some roles. So yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but for her, it's I just don't she's specific and gets into detail about minor things, But then when it's big things, I'm like, I don't understand. I have PTSD, so I'm like, it just doesn't mesh well with me. That's just me, by the way. But I'm like, I don't know. She just doesn't. It just doesn't add up. A lot of the things that she says, and then obviously, oh yeah, and then also her ex-best friends and stuff, which one of them was on Catfish IO, and it's interesting how they're ex-best friends. Like, I feel bad that they have to testify because they're not even friends with her anymore, and they've been going through this crap for so long too. It's sad. The whole case is sad. For her, it's just like the op-ed. Don't tell me that you didn't think this would cause controversy. Like, give me a break, you know. But the Me Too movement, which is very annoying sometimes when it's just interesting how it's like one person comes out and says it and then a bunch of other people come out and say it, and it's like not everybody is unfortunately telling the truth. It sucks, but that's just how it is. Like, for me, I didn't necessarily want to press charges, but I at a certain point didn't have a choice, but I wasn't believed. For her, it's like, I mean, my situation was pretty horrific, how I was treated and everything. And for her, it's like, some of this, first of all, you knew he had, by the way, I'm really sick of the whole drug thing. We get it. He's done a lot of drugs. He's drank a lot. We understand. We get it. Why do we have to keep reiterating this? His ex-girlfriend too, by the way, I have ADHD, so I'm all over the place, and he has ADHD too, which is also like, sometimes we don't remember everything, or the things that we do remember. And a lot of people that do have ADHD, by the way, they do smoke marijuana. Not everybody, but a lot of people. For him, I think it helps him calm down, and also it's his socialization. For ADHD, we're not always, we're all different, but like, it seems like to me, he has a lot of socialization issues. And also we talk really fast, sorry. I feel bad for him. I'm not saying the way he talks, by the way. I'm not condoning the C word and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's definitely like not okay with me. But he also talks in a way where it's like acting like old English. I don't know, like just different. Like, he definitely likes the whole British, like old school Jack Sparrow kind of thing. Also, by the way, I live near Fairfax County. I live in Lion County currently, and I've been to that courthouse many times. Too many times, and not even for like myself. So yeah, that's also super weird, seeing the courthouse. I'm like, that's my neck of the woods. That's literally where I went to college, was right near the courthouse. Like a 5-minute drive from the courthouse. So, a little interesting. I hope that this gives him some peace. It's definitely airing his dirty laundry, which I feel like, from what I know him as, he's been a pretty private person. But for her, I just find it also difficult. So he was out of town, and the incident too, like, his bodyguards were right there. And I'm not saying, by the way, these people that he paid, I'm not saying that they are 100% truthful and they're not trying to make him look good, but evidence is evidence. Also, with the police showing up, that is common, where victims don't necessarily, victims, other people besides her, don't always, they're trying to protect themselves. They think something else is going to happen, so they don't always report it or talk to the police. So that makes sense. But a lot of things that she did, a lot of other things that make sense. The finger thing, if you listen to the entire recording, which you can't listen, which is not going to be played in court, Dr. Kipper's in it and Nurse Debbie's in it, so it's hearsay, but she definitely did it. Like, she admits it, like, and he admits it. Dr. Kipper, everybody. So, but that's neither here or there. This case is all over the place, so I'm all over the place. Like, and Stella's not me, of course. This is just crazy. Like, this case is insane. I really don't know which way it's gonna go still, like, to be determined, you know? I don't think we're gonna know until the jury. You just don't know. You just do not know with certain cases, like, so yeah, it's just annoying though. Also, she wants to think that she didn't get roles because of Johnny Depp. Like, give me a break. No one knew who you were before him, so let's like, you want to think like that? Okay. In that movie, by the way, Justice League and Aquaman, her agent needs to get off of her high horse. That is not the biggest movie ever. I thought that was pretty that was pretty childish. Ever. The biggest movie ever. If you look on there, actually, there's quite a few Johnny Depp movies that are bigger. Don't tell her that, though. Let's let her live in her little la la land. Her agent seemed pretty pissed. A lot of them are, you can tell her, like, I don't want to be here. Like, please, let's get the F over with. I'm so sick of this. I'm tired of testifying. I'm tired of this. I was irritated when they keep mentioning the UK trial, too, because completely different trial, suing something completely different, suing the son, not suing her. Her own opinion is, your own opinion is very different to a, I'm not trying to be rude, but like trash magazine. But that's just me, you know, giving my opinion, my little minute, meaningless opinion. Is anybody else watching this? I'm not gonna say everyone and their mama, because my mama's not watching this. She gets everything from me, even though she is a big Johnny fan. It's just, I don't know, it's irritating. It's sad, it's irritating. I think she did want money. The whole, oh, I donated, but I didn't donate, but pledging means I donated, but it doesn't mean you donated. And I'm gonna go sound like Vince Vaughn when I'm talking right now. You did not donate it, you pledged it, and you did want money. So don't say that you didn't want money. And you are not worth $32 million. That is absolutely ridiculous. Just because you guys got married does not mean that you were worth that. That's just, and I love how you're like, oh, it's not about the money. It is about the money. It is about the money. You can say that all you want, but it is about the money. And I don't think that you are as innocent as you think you are. And you can wear these Sound of Music outfits, and your hair can be all like, what hairstyle is this, by the way? What's that all about? You can do whatever you want with your hair, but you're never gonna be as cool as him. Never. All right, so I did my face, did some liner, kind of crazy, but whatever. I just saw that Porcelain is also doing a rant video, which makes sense because she loves Johnny Depp. She has 4 tattoos that are Johnny Depp tattoos, like literally Johnny Depp, like Edward Scissorhand, you know? So that's pretty cool. And she did make I only watched like literally like a second of her video. I think I might do more parts of this if this does well, but I find it interesting that when it comes to this Me Too movement with celebrities, a lot of women come out where it's like, it's not just one woman that has allegations, it's multiple. With Johnny Depp, it's just one. Like Vanessa, his partner for 14 years, who he also has children with, nothing. So far, his ex-girlfriend from like 30 years ago, which, I mean, they dated for like whopping 5 months too. But she said she said he threw a bottle when he was having an argument with somebody, not at them, like at the wall. We all do stupid stuff. I'm not really like a person that throws stuff, honestly, but you know, some people scream in their pillow, hit their pillow, whatever. Also, it was like 30 years ago. So, you know, do people mature a little bit? I hope so. Like, it's a totally different world too, like the whole Hollywood scene. But still, I just thought it was kind of ridiculous. She seemed to have some resentment towards him also because he broke up with her and didn't really give her a lot of explanation, but whatever. It does seem to be a trend where he is jealous, which, again, everybody's different. Vanessa seems to have some, I'm not bisexual, and I'm not trying to say anything about people that are bisexual, but I don't know if he had dated somebody who was bisexual before, but that could cause some jealousy sometimes, especially, seems like she was a little flirty with women, which, again, not saying that's bad, but may make him a little jealous. I don't know if he's been cheated on before. There's so much we don't know. So, anyway, I don't know if that's his trauma too, or he just feels, I know he has abandonment issues because of his dad leaving, but, and his mom not being the best mom with him growing up, but I don't know. I have some more, my feelings are towards, I just don't like when it's like, oh, me too, I want to be part of the whole gang. First of all, if you've been assaulted, you understand that you don't want to be part of this like community. It's not a happy community. This is not a positive, like, you don't want to be one of us. Like, it's not, well, no, I haven't been physically abused. I have had emotional abuse and sexual trauma, and I'm sorry, but you don't want that to be you. It is horrible. I've had a lot of therapy, a lot of issues, like, so it's just very frustrating to me that she goes over the top. If that had happened, you would have had serious injuries, and doctors came and everything, and nurses came, and you said you were bleeding and your feet were all like, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but still, it's just, I have a lot of frustrations with this case. So it's just like annoying that when something does actually happen, a lot of women are not believed because so many people make things up, and men also, this issue needs to stop. Men can be abused too. Like, I think a lot of men, they don't want to hurt somebody, so they don't fight back. They don't, which it sounds like to me, in my opinion, when she got hurt, it seemed like she did it intentionally. Like, oh my God, I just so happened to have my eye at the door, and you opened the door and you hit me in the face and looked at this mark. Like, it didn't sound like he intentionally moved, or like he was trying to move her because she wouldn't move out of the way. Again, I'm not saying that's okay, but if she's preventing you from leaving, which I'm not saying that leaving is always the best, but it's like, is it better than getting punched? Is it better than this continuing? You just want space and she's not giving him that space. I find that kind of ridiculous. Like, she's not listening to his needs or what he's asking for. And it's like, if you know that's what he wants, then let him do that. Everybody's different in their coping mechanism, but obviously hers doesn't really work very well. It's also so bizarre that they recorded their fights, but I'm sorry, but she doesn't sound very good in them. I know she thinks like, oh, look at me, I sound so great. She's also very arrogant and very cocky, and I've heard people call her a spoiled brat, and I'm like, she is. She seems to think that she got everything on her own. Oh my God, she just lived from this trashy family and from nothing. It's like, give me a break. Your dad owned horses and everything. Like, it's just, this case is crazy. A lot has come out. I think she, again, thinks that she's just got it in the bag, which defamation is very hard to prove. It's very hard to win. So I'm just very frustrated with this case. Like, I just feel bad for him. For her, it's like you want to move on, but you kept dragging it out. Why did you have to put it in an op-ed? Why did you have to, why couldn't you just leave it alone? Nobody forced you to write it. And that also, the title has been argued. First, it's like her attorneys, which she has like 4 attorneys because this is a huge case. You're going to argue that, oh, I didn't, that title wasn't me. Oh, I didn't tweet it. Oh, I didn't read the tweet. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so innocent. So, like, stop playing dumb. You knew what you were doing. You knew this was going to cause controversy. Now, did you think he was going to sue you? Maybe not, but still, it's just stupid. She wanted to, I think she was mad that he left her and things weren't going her way. He wasn't doing what she wanted, even though he gave her everything, paid for her friends. They lived in effing penthouses. She was drinking $500 bottle of wines, or Magnum. Excuse me, Magnum, because she's a, you know, whatever. I had to look up all this rich people talk. Sommelier, blah, blah, blah. She can't say the word bottle, but she can say Magnum. Like, this is ridiculous. Again, you think you are just the top of the top, creme de la creme, when, I'm sorry, but you're not. Nobody really knows who you are, except for you are the accuser, the abuser, Amber Turd, which I found absolutely hilarious. So many things I never thought I would hear in court. Everything and anything has been said. Every single word has been said. Every word you thought would never be said has been said. And also, she needs to learn about makeup. You don't put a color corrector over concealer. I saw her literally, when her makeup artist was describing it, like, first of all, you didn't say it right. Why would you put a color corrector over your foundation? So I used a color corrector today for my dark under eyes. You put the color corrector on first. then you do foundation and you do concealer, or you don't have to do foundation, but that's just what I do. She was like, oh no, you put the foundation on, then the concealer, and then the color corrector. And you know, we just knew everything because I'm so famous and look at me. It's like, no, why would you put the color corrector? So that would be like right now. Okay, so me putting on color corrector right now, it would be noticeable. You put it on first and then you cover it. The color corrector neutralizes whatever you're trying to cover, and then you put the concealer on so that you're not saying, hey, I'm wearing green right here, look at me. It's just ridiculous. But again, she thinks that she just is hot crap. She thinks that she has everything in the bag. Look at me, I never lose, I always win, blah, blah, blah. I'm the poor woman, look how pathetic I look with my outfits. It's very irritating. Her face too. And also I'm getting really sick of people saying that Johnny Depp is sleeping or having a relationship, like an inappropriate relationship with his attorney, Camille. So you can't be friendly with anybody. Apparently you can't do anything. You can't call your significant other a pain in the ass. You can't say they're annoying. You can't say anything about anything. But you can just, you know, you can't do anything. You can't hug your attorney. You can't, you know, it's like, he's not like giving her a kiss on the lips. He's not like making out with her, not grabbing her ass, but it's just aggravating. And her attorneys have been, I personally think they've been off and on okay, but compared to his, I have not been remotely impressed at all. Thank you for making us look bad in the state of Virginia. So aggravating, so annoying. So anyway, that is part 1 of me ranting. I know it was all over the place because I'm sometimes all over the place because I have ADHD and I'm doing my makeup. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in me doing another video like this or another. If you want me to talk about Casey Anthony, oh my God, I will go off. That case, I got lots of opinions. OJ, I didn't watch the trial because I was like, I think 2. But I have watched a lot about it. Just let me know if you would like to see this again, if you just want me to talk or you want me to get ready. I will try to be more organized. I really will. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in my next one.